In today's video, we're going to be unboxing another very large box that's arrived with stuff in for the Evo that I bought recently. So this is what turned up this morning when I was just brushing my teeth. It's a rather large box, which I hope is a box that I've ordered from Finland, which looks like a coffin or a fridge or something like that. But let's take it to bits and have a look what's inside. Okay, so this is what was in that box from Finland, believe it or not. So we've got Tme Front Bumper, we've got carbon or Kevlar sort of reinforced boot lid, race boot lid, and we've got a damned front bumper as well. Now, you're thinking, why has he got two bumpers and he's got one car? Apologies if there's a mark on my head from wearing a camera before. The reason is that I always wanted a Tme front bumper on the Evo because I prefer the look of the Tme bumper and the functionality of the Tme bumper, but not that long ago, I noticed or stumbled upon the damned front bumper, which is that one there. So I stumbled across that on the internet and thought, you know what? I really like the look of that. It's really aggressive, and it's like an evolution of the Tme bumper with the sort of the like extra like canards, almost like airflow at the front, like an extension of that. So the company in Finland had one of the damned bumpers that was slightly damaged. It's got a crack on the corner, I'll show you in a sec. But they had one that was just gathering dust. So I said, well, if I'm going to buy these other bits from you, can you throw the damned bumper in the box and do us a kind of good price on it? And they said, yeah, all right. So I thought, well, fuck it, I'll buy the damned bumper as well, and then I can make my mind up on which one I like the look of. So that's why I've got two bumpers. And yeah, it's a bit greedy, I know, but I thought whichever bumper I don't want, I can sell it, or just keep it for a while, and if someone else wants it at some point, they can have it, or I might give it away at some point, depending on what I'm up to. So let's start with the Tme front bumper. Usually when you buy fiberglass parts, like I bought on the Spider and bought on many cars before, it can be a bit of hit and miss as to how much work is required to get that part looking factory, you know, in terms of fitment, in terms of finish, etc. Sometimes you can be lucky, sometimes you can be, you know, slightly less lucky, sometimes it can be god awful. You never really know what you're going to get. If you buy carbon fibre parts, usually they bolt on more easily because you can't really adjust them because of the carbon factor and the fact that you'd fuck up how it looks. So that's something to bear in mind when buying fiberglass parts, is it can be a bit potluck. So let's start with the Tme front bumper and move to the damned and then move to the boot lid and kind of assess them. So the Tme has the underlip with it. I need to get the bumper off first on the car to see what the fitment is like, but this is regular fiberglass. You can see that I think for the most part it's going to be okay, this, but there are marks here that all require sanding and filling and smoothing, which my body shop is going to love, and there's a few sort of marks from the mould running along there and sort of round here, and the fitment on the underlip requires a bit of work, I think, but a bit of damage there from transit that needs fixing as well, and a bit of damage there in the fiberglass, if you can see it, that needs looking at. But again, it's pot luck with fiberglass stuff, you never know what you're going to get. So overall I think it's good. I won't know until I try and fit it on the car what the fitment's like, and we can take a look at that and see just how good it is when it's sat on the car. You know, that's the final kind of test really. So let's move on to the damned. So this is the damage here on the damned, so that is going to require a little bit of work, not a vast amount of work. I honestly think this bumper at the moment I'm favouring because A, the material is better, it's stronger, but sorry, I'm on my knees. And, you know, unfortunately this one's going to be a bit heavier because of the material used, but the finish on this one, because it is, I don't know where the logo is or the branding, hiding somewhere, but the quality of this one, the finish of this one, I think is better than the Tme. So I think, obviously we won't know until we put it on a car, I think this one is going to require less work to fit. Although, if you look at, I don't know if you can see it here with the camera, the finish again, it's going to need a lot of kind of fine sanding just to get this looking like a factory part, really. Interestingly, this, you can see here, is carbon. And this is removable or slightly adjustable, I think. So that'll be fun. Let's move on to the boot lid. So the boot lid is designed without the rear inner lights. So these lights here, if you look at the stock boot lid, it's got quite a recess and you've got these lamps here, whereas this one is pretty much flat. So this one is going to need, I think, in terms of work, in terms of finish, I think this one is pretty good. It might require a little bit of work, and obviously everything needs a sanding down, but need to, it's got their logo in there. I'm not sure whether I'll keep that or not. I might do, that might be kind of cool, but the plate will sit here, and I need to work out fitment of air catches or something down here. That's going to be fun. But yeah, I think the boot lid is quite good. Let's have a little look at the underside of it. So I mean, that thing is substantial. You can see here the kind of 2x2 cloth that's been used, which I'm really chuffed that they've used, because that's going to support the spoiler, and this is ready to bolt on. This is probably the first thing I'm going to try fitting. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good actually. So next job is going to be to take off the standard wing, take off the standard boot lid, and get this on, see how it fits, and kind of go from there, I suppose.